Hello everyone. In the last two modules, we have learnt about introduction about Python and also the variables, the data types, and the comments that are used in Python. And we also learnt about the various operations that we perform with a string, right? So today we will go through the collection objects in Python in more detail. Okay. Before we proceed with the today's session, here is a quote from Abraham Lincoln. The best way to predict the future is to create it. I hope you are getting the message right. So, what is the kind of the future that maybe your career you want to have that can be possible the way you create it now. Okay, so keep that in mind and then start working towards that, and definitely you'll be able to make a great future for yourself. Okay. Okay, so let's quickly go, just revisit the data types that we learned. So we learned about strings and then numbers. We seen of the integers, float, boolean, and the complex numbers. All right. And so in today's session, we'll be learning about the collections in Python. So predominantly, we will be covering list, tuple, set, and range. Of course, there is one more thing called dictionary, which we'll see it in the next module. Okay. So in the last module, we did all our exercises using the Python ideally, right? So what we'll do for this module is that let's try all the exercises using online Python editor from W3 schools. Okay. So all that you need to do is just click on this link given here. Then it will automatically take you to the editor. Okay. Once you click on it, then we'll be able to perform the various operations. I'll just show it to you in a few minutes. Okay. So let's again just revisit what we understood about the data types. So we have now, for example, first name, last name, which is this is you can by looking at this, you can easily say now that is a string, and the name here Matthew is also a string, and then the date of birth it is again a string only, but it will be in a date format. Okay, and with there is a separate date objects also available. We will learn it later. Okay, I mean there is a Python module about the date and date and time, so we will explain in detail about that. And then age in years, you can see it here, it's a integer number. Height in centimeter, you know this is in decimal numbers or float. Okay. So now we have a specific set of data like this. Hobbies, if you look at it, dancing, painting, reading. That means a particular variable having multiple values. So for what you would have seen is each variable is having only single value, right? But here you can see it here, it can have multiple values. Okay, so these kind of values are nothing but they are collections. Okay, that means a single variable can store multiple values. Okay, so there are different ways by which the multiple values are stored. So I mean they are list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Okay, so these four are available, four different ways of storing multiple values. Okay, and each has its own unique properties. Okay, or unique features. So we will go through them, each one of them, in the today's in the current module, and dictionary we will cover it in this in a separate module itself. Okay. So now that you are very clear, right? So the values which is holding, that is called, I mean the variables where it is a memory location where the values are stored. And here, these are all the values, right? There's nothing but data, right? So again, I'm just revisiting our the basic understanding of the index. I think all able to remember what we learned in our previous module, right? Same thing, but I'm just putting it in a different thing. So in the last session, we seen, if you all recollect, we had "I love India," right? So each letter we seen it. Now in this case, it is a list, right? So you'll be having each one. It will be identified by a particular index position of the value. So that's where we have taken the fruits, different fruits, and also we just only taken few numbers. It is just only to show you that how the different data types behave. Okay, whether it can have text, sorry, string and also a number together or not, so that we will be able to see it in due course. Okay, so these are all the different items in a particular variable called fruits. Okay, and this is the index position of each of the item. Okay, so you know that by now all of them will start from 0 to, here, the maximum is 11, it is going here. Okay, so that means if you want to get a particular item, then we all know that x of 0, that means 0th index position, what is available, apple is available. So it will get you that one. Okay, so now for example, here we have given an example here, right? So now x of 5, when you say, so what is the item in the fifth index position? The sixth index position is 35. So this value will be returned, right? And we also seen about this particular thing. So when you say x of a colon b, that means the starting value and the ending value. And again, always remember that the starting value is always included, but the end value is excluded. So this value will not be shown in the final result. Okay, this you need to remember. Okay, very very fundamental things, and this is very much useful for the other exercise that we do now. Okay. So again, need not have to say that here, right? Now these are all, I can start with 0 and 4, you can like this, from starting with 0, and then the 4, we know that it is a position, it will be excluded. That means only up to 3, it will be displaying it from this to this. Similarly, 4 colon 8, we know. So that means from here, that means the 4 to 8 means 8 will not be included, so up to 7, so you will be getting that. That means 10, 35, 40, 60 the value will be returned. So we also learned that if you come from the reverse, that means it will not start from 0, it will be -1, -2, like that. You'll be getting it here. So if I say -3 means this item, -3 of the 3 position character position from the rewind, so you'll be getting the value of 12, you'll be getting that, right? So like this, for colon 13, we have seen, where last time we have seen that even if the end value is beyond that value here, still it will be printed. And again, I'm repeating it compared to other programming languages. Other programming languages, for specifying 13, 13 is not available, so it will say out of index error. But Python will not return any error, it will show the value. Okay. Then now next. And so you can also see it here, 2 colon -2. So 2 colon -2 means it starts from 2 here. You can just see it here from 2. 2 is included. And then -2 is, the position is here. Even the -2 is here, this is not be included. So only up to this only it will be shown. That means from 2 means from here, banana to, then -2, that means this is not included, only 12. So up to this banana to 12 will be displaying it here. Okay, I hope you remember this. Anyway, we'll be doing the exercise now in the subsequent slide, so you'll be knowing that. Okay. So before that, let's understand some more about list. Okay, a list can have different data types. Okay, that means you can have string, like whatever I showed in the previous slide, and then you can also have a number, and even inside the list you can have a list. Okay, what it means, and also there are nested list also possible. That means in a list you can have a string, you can have number, you can even have list or nested list also, you can have it. That is very very important for you. Okay, And always remember that the list is always identified with a square bracket. Okay. So that's how the Python also understands it. The moment you use the square bracket, Python it automatically understand that it is a list. Okay. Now this is a few examples that you can see it here. Okay. So let us try first. Then you will be able to understand, and then explain. It will easy for explaining also. Okay. So now what? Yeah. Let's try the examples. For example, I'm just copying this x equal to 1, 2, 3, x, y, z. Now what I need to do, I need to print it, right? Let's say print x. Let's say print x, then simply say run. You will see it here, the value is 1, 2, 3, x, y, z is getting printed here. Okay, and now there is 1. Now let us take one more example where they it has the values. For example, the y has a, you can see it here, y is having 1, 2, 3 this number, x, y, z string, and also it has a list inside to it. This this entire list will be treated as one item only. Okay, that you need to know about it. Okay, so now if you look at it here, now let us print it first, and we'll see. Okay, so now let me see what I need to do. Print y I need to do, right? Print y, I'm just giving it here. So I'm running it here. So you'll be getting the same output only. There's no major difference. 1, 2, 3, x, y, z, same ABC will come. Now that you know, if I give, because each item it is starting with the index of 0. So that means this is 0 position, 1, 2, 3, like that it will go on. Okay. Now if you look at it here, I mean this is 0 position, 1, 2, and this is at 3, 4, and this is at 5, and in sixth item is the list item. I mean a list inside a list. That's what you're seeing, right? Sixth item. So now if I just say print, okay, suppose the particular item I need to print it, you know now, right? Y in square bracket if you are giving, in square bracket if you are giving, and let me give 5 first. So you will see what is the answer you are getting. I'm just giving 5. Then what will be the answer I will be getting? Z, right? Now for suppose if I give 6, okay. So 6 means 6 is, there is an item which is a list type. Okay. So that means what it should return, it should return the entire list. That means ABC it should return. That's what you are seeing it here now. Alright. So I'm just returning it here. Suppose I'm interested to print inside this the item B I wanted to get it. How do I get it now? You know, this is at the sixth position, and in that sixth position, inside that, again you will be starting from 0, 1, 2, right? So that means this B is in one position. So then what I need to do? Simply, what I need to do is, so let me print, and I y of 6 it will give me A, B, C. Okay, in that, again I'm just giving one more square bracket of 1. I'm just giving it here. Okay, that means what? In the sixth item you just get the 0, 1. 0 is A and 1 is B. Alright, so just run it. Now we'll see, you should be getting B now. Alright, that's how we'll be going through the items inside that. Okay, I hope this is clear. When this is clear, the next one will be much more easier. Suppose I have a list here. Inside the list, I have one more list. Now, the main list I have it here. This is the list. Inside the list, I'm just going to have one more list also. Okay. So let us take the example of the third one, Z equal to. We just see that here 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Up to this is clear for you. And I have A, B, C. Okay, but I have my fourth element, which is a PQR. That is the one item. Inside that, inside this list, I have having fourth item called PQR, and this list I'm closing it here. Okay, that means from here to here there is one list. Then I have overall. So that overall is the outer square box. Okay. I hope we are now getting it right. I have a list. Inside that I have a list. That is why it is called as nested list. Okay. Then how do I get that value from that? We will now try it. Okay. So I just given examples here. Now we'll be able to predict the answer and let me know what will be the answer. For example, you are now in 6. What is the sixth item? Sixth item is the entire thing is the sixth item. Please note that, right? From here to here, it is the sixth item. In that, what is the third item? Third item will be PQ because 0 is A, 1 is B, and 2 is C. Then third is what? PQR. That list item is the third item, the complete one. So I should be getting PQR as the output, right? Then I am again I'm saying the 6, 3, and then 1 I'm just getting it. That means within that, the first item 0, 1. What is that? Then Q I should be getting the output. Right? Are you able to follow me? Okay, now let me run both and then see what is the output if I'm getting it here. Okay, sorry, I have an excess bracket. So let me run. You can see it here now. PQR, I'm just getting it here because in sixth item, there is one more. Third, I mean, for third item, that means third index position, you will say PQR is available. That's what it is printed. And now inside that, I'm just finding the zero, I mean, for first index position. 0 is P, first index is 1. So Q1, you will find Q. That's why Q is printed here. Right? Hope this is understandable because if you understand this, the next two also the common only. There is nothing difference will be making it. Okay. Okay. So now let me get into the next session. So now let's understand the key characteristics of a list. Okay. It allows duplicates. That means I can have same value in duplicates. For example, Apple is there. Apple, I can have two times also, or any number of times also. It allows duplicates. Okay, so that means whether it is allowing duplicates or not, you are just checking it. And then indexed access. That means, as we just now seen, every element you are accessing it using the index value 0 to the number of items that is available, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 like that you are able to access it. So that's what indexed access. And then ordered. That means the items can be the order in which they are available. I'll be able to retrieve it in the same order. Okay, so whatever the index position, I can just specify and get it out. Okay, mutable. So mutable in a simple terms, it is I can change it. Okay, so that means suppose a particular item is only available. If I want to edit and replace an item, I'll be able to do that. So elements can be changed after the list is created. Okay, that's what mutable it means. I can change that list. And then dynamic size. That means suppose if I have now 11 items are there, if I want to add 12 items or if I want to reduce the items, I can do that one. So these are all possible with a list. Okay. And so these key characteristics are very, very essential for you to based on your your real-time application context, you can think when do I use to need to use list, when do I need to use tuple, when do I need to use set or dictionary. Okay, but unless you don't know the key characteristics, it will be very difficult. Okay, and also this please go through this 5 points again and again till you are comfortable and convinced. Okay, because this will be, I mean, most of the time in the interviews, people will find it difficult to answer these questions. Okay, so understand in a logical way, you'll be able to remember that. Okay, so now let us take in a sample example. Let us take the list having the values here. You can just see it here now. I'm just given a X, apple, orange, banana, again apple, then 10, 35, 40, 60 are given it here. The purposefully this data set is created such that to demonstrate that there are duplicate values, this is allowed, just to only demonstrate that. At the same time, it can have also string or integer or any different types of data thing. So I just want to demonstrate that part. Okay. So now you have this sample one. Okay, you just copy this and then perform all these operations. Okay, what you can see it here printing. We just now we have seen how to do printing, right? So it will give, and also when you say length in strings you would have learned. So in the strings when you say length, it will give the total number of characters that was existing. So similar way here the length it will give you how many items are there in the list. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. That's why it is showing 8 items are there. Okay. Then what is the type? So we also seen earlier whether it is a number, integer, string like that. The similar way the print type X if you put it, it automatically tells you that it is list because you are not explicitly declaring the type of the variable, right? So but it automatically understand how it is understanding it because you are using a square bracket, so it easily understand that it is list. Okay. And the other one is, suppose if you want to know on what is the index position of a particular item, for example, orange is there. What is the index position of that? I'll be able to do. Similarly, apple is there. What is the index position of it? Whereas here you can see it here, apple is existing two times. Then what is the result it will give you? It will always give you the first item, what is the index position. So that's what you can see it in case of duplicate values, the index position of the first instance will be returned. Okay. And then finally, suppose how many times a particular item is existing in the list. For example, here apple. Apple is existing in two times. So it will show you two times a particular item. So these are all some examples you can see it here. Let's quickly try it and then we'll come back to the other session. Okay. So now that what I'll do is I'll just copy this. I mean, you will be getting this material. In case if you're not getting it, please write to me. Okay, so you just no need to type all these things, just to get the material and then you'll be able to copy paste like this. Okay, and then try out all the options. Okay, so here what you can do is, I mean, for the advantage of time, I mean, to save the time, what I'm just doing, I'm just copying all of them. Okay, I just copy all of them and just let me see the output directly. Okay, so now what I've done, print x I'm just giving it here, the first output will come, then print length I'm just giving it here, then second output, then the type it will show, and then what is the index position of orange and what is the index position of apple and how many times the item apple is available, right? So I just put all of them together. Okay, so let us see what is the output. I'm just simply run it now. Are you able to see now that the entire list is now printed x? You can see it here, all of them is getting printed. And then the length, the total there are 8 items are there, so it is printing it here, and it is automatically returning the type. It is a list because you are using square bracket, right? And then you are just index position of orange. Where is orange? Here. That means it starts with index position 0 and 1. So orange is at 1. Okay, and similarly next is apple. Apple in this position, the first time where it is available. So here 0. So it is returning 0 here, right? And then how many number of times the item apple is available. So you can see that it is available two times. That's why it is counting and show it to you. Are you getting it here? Okay. Now quickly go through the next item. Okay. Now here you can see it here. This is, if you look at it, it is same as the operations what we have done with the string, right? I think you all able to recollect it now, right? I'll just quickly explain that once again. So what we'll be doing here is, yeah, the same x is the variable, which is the list. The same example, I'm just using it here. Okay. Now I'm just taking 5 only if I'm just giving that is the fifth index position. and it is having a start value and end value. You all know now by now the item which is mentioned in end value will not be I mean, will be excluded. So, okay, so this will be excluded, so you will not be having that item in the result. Okay, and 4:8 you can see it here. Okay, similarly, I mean, between 4th index question to 13th index question. Okay, and then also -3 question. So all the things are available. So again, for the sake of time, just let me quickly copy and then show it to you. Okay, so now let's just clear all these things, and we are using the same example. Okay, let me, instead of 45, we'll just keep it 25 for okay. So I'm just copying the same example, and so what I'll do is I'll just copy the entire content once for all, so it will be easy for you. Okay, so now I'm just now running it here. Okay, if I run it, all this output will come. So we'll just try to analyze that. Okay, this is the first one, right? And in case if you just wanted to, I mean, run one by one, I just also, by now comments, right? I just comment all of them. Okay, right? This is one way of doing comment, right? So now what I'll do is, so now I'm just removing that. Now the second one, I'm just running it here. So what is the second one? 0 to 4. What is 0 to 4? Starting with index position 0 and up to 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means the fourth item is not included because it is always excluded, right? So that means only up to Apple. Let's say you can see after this it is printing. Okay, the same concept what we learned. And then 4 to 8. So that means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means the 10 is there. 8 means what? Up to this, I mean, you can just run and see. I mean, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is again beyond that index. That means it should print the entire content. Okay, so let's run it again. So now you can see that when I'm just running it here, you will find the same result, right? 10, 35, 25, 60, because you'll be getting from there itself, from here to here only, right? And then of course 4 to 13 also you'll be getting the similar output. Okay, so now what I'll do is just I'm commenting whichever is not required. So now I'm just going to -3. So what is -3? I'm just running it here. Okay, so -3 is from the reverse side, right? -1, -2, -3. You will see 35. The 35 is the value it is coming. Okay. In case if you are getting confused, what I'll do is I just simply remove all of them. Okay, then I'll show it one by one. I'll copy it from here. Now print x colon 2, then 2 colon -2. Okay, now I'm just putting it here print. So let us run it now. Sorry, the bracket is not closed. Okay, so now let me run it here. So you know what is 2? 0, 1, 2. 2 is banana, so banana is included, right? 2 is coming here. And then minus 2 is from here, here, minus 1, minus 2. But we know that the minus 2 means this is excluded. So that means 25 is excluded. Then only after this, it means banana, apple, 10, 35. Are you getting it here? So that's how we'll be doing that. And then the next one is, now I remove this, we'll copy this. Now I'm running it here. So what I'm doing is, I'm just not giving the initial value, but only the end value I'm giving it here. End value is the fifth index position, but the fifth index position is, you know that it is not included, right? That means only up to the index position 4 will be shown. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means up to 10 only it is displaying it here, right? I hope you are able to follow me. Okay. And if you are not able to follow, please replay this section again and again till you are get clarity on that. Okay. And the next, the same way, suppose if you are giving the start value, but you are not specifying any end value. That means you are starting at 5. Okay, fifth index position. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth index position 35, you are taking it. That means 35 will be there. And then the end value you are not specified. That means after that, everything you will be covering it up. That means 35, 25, 60, it should come. So let us run and see. Right? 35, 25, 60, you are getting it here. Are you getting it here now? Okay. So now let's look at the last one. Okay. I'm just copying the last one. Okay, pasting it here. Run. You know what is this? It will put everything in the reverse order, right? That's what we learned in strings, right? It will put it in the reverse order. And that means double colon minus one. If you give, it will be reverse order. Please remember this. These are all some of the very important interview questions for you. Okay, so it will be useful for you. And so now if you look at it, it is putting the entire item in the reverse order 60, 25, 35, 4, 10, like that, it will be putting it right. It is not sorting, again I'm repeating it here. The order in which it is displaying, it puts that into the reverse order. Okay. Not in a descending order, ascending order. Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Okay. Let's further explore it. Okay. So now again, let me go to the slideshow. So now, again, let us take up 4 items: apple, orange, banana, and again apple. Okay. So now let's do some more operations. So earlier what we have done is, typically we have done the slicing of the items. Okay. That means starting from specified value or ending certain value and all, we'll just look at that. Now what we'll do is, we will just perform certain insert, update, remove. Okay, all those things will be learning it now. Okay, just quickly understand it. For example, I have a list of items here. Okay, let me put it in the, let me open the pane. Okay, I have 4 items here now. Okay, and I want to insert an item at the end, so I can be able to insert it. Okay, suppose I want to insert an item here. That means just before banana, or between orange and banana, I want to insert something. So I should be able to do that one. Okay, and I also should be able to insert not only one item at the end, multiple item I want to insert at the end. Okay, so that should be also possible, right? You see, there are 3 different ways I can do an insert. So the first one is inserting item at the end. So at the end, if you are doing it, it is the normal common programming language, you'll know. It is appending. Appending is to the end you are going to add it. Okay, so that's why you just put append. Okay, I'm just slowly introducing one of the words so it will be easy for you to do that one. And then if you see, I just want to insert it at the end, I mean, insert at a particular position here in between these two. So it is just nothing but insert. Okay. And when you have to insert, obviously you need to always apply your common sense. What is the common sense? At what index position you are going to insert, right? If you specify that particular index position, then in that place it will be adding that point item. Okay, so now then updating. Now again update, I can update a particular item also, whatever the item that is existing. I should be able to, suppose instead of orange I just want to change it to grape, so I should be able to do that. Are you getting? And suppose a particular item is available, for example we added a papaya, so I want to remove that, that means remove. Okay, hope you are able to find understand what I'm explaining it here. And then, so the removing, again, there are two different types, you can see it here. That means I just want to remove with the item which is at the end of it, like the way how we are inserting at the end. Similarly, I should be able to remove the item that is available at the end point of it. So I should be able to do. Okay. And same way, a particular item in a particular index position. Suppose the orange, it is in index position of 0 or 1, I should be able to delete this. Okay, I should be able to do that. And then R, I want to remove all the items in this particular variable. So I should be able to remove all of them. Okay, so these are all the ways by which you can do the inserting of items and updating and removing. Okay, okay, in other words, deleting. Okay, and also I should be able to delete between the range also. That means not only one by one item also, a set of items I should be able to remove. Okay, so we will see all of them now. Okay, with an example here, whatever I'm just showing it here. Okay, so now let's quickly copy this x equal to, I mean, this item, whatever we are having it here, let's add this. Okay, I hope we are able to understand now. Now let me copy one by one so that I can explain it easily. So, and here you need to, one interesting thing you need to do. You, I mean, you are considering this particular variable x, okay, and dot. That means for that variable you call a method. What is that method? Append method. Okay, so I'm just append. What you want to do, that value, this value I'm just giving mango, I just want to append to it. That means I'm just want to and add to this x variable, I want to append. Okay, the syntax, please note that one, whatever the variable name dot append, I'm just giving it, means I'm just, this is the method which I'm using to add the item at the end. Okay, so now let's run and see the output. You can see it here now, because since you are given it to the append, the output you can see it here, after apple, the mango is there, right? I hope you are able to follow. Now, the next one, I'm just now removing this. Okay, let me copy this. So now what I'm doing it here, I'm just insert, I'm just giving it here. Now, insert, I can do in between. Now, please note that my x value is no more. I mean, now I'm just inserting at the fourth position, I'm just inserting it here. Okay, right? So now, 1 minute, let me just once again do that. Because the append I already done. So that means because I appended it, so my x value now it becomes with mango. Okay. Now I'm not removing that. I'm just keeping it as it is. I'm just adding the next one. I'm just copying. Okay. Now I'm just to say, I just say run. So now I'm just inserting it here. Okay. So when I'm just inserting at fourth index position, what is the fourth index position? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. The fourth index position, it is inputting it papaya. You can just see it here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the papaya is now got into fourth position. Are able to see it here. That means between apple and mango, it got inserted. Okay. Now I just want to do update it. What I need to update it? I want to, I mean, the x of item number 2. Okay. So the item number 2, I'm just going to do the update. What is that? Index position item 2, 0, 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2. That is banana. Banana will be changed into grape. Let's see that one. You can see it here now. The banana got changed to grape. The rest of the items remain as it is. Are you getting it here now? And then now let's quickly look at remove part. Okay. So now removing papaya. Okay. And specify the particular item name. So it is getting removed. So papaya is here and it looks for that papaya and it's removing it here. Then after removal, the remaining item only should be available. You can just see it here now. You can see it here, right? Apple, orange, grape, apple, mango is available. Papaya is not available now. Okay. Now what I'm just doing is pop. Pop, I'm just doing it here. Pop, what it will do is it will remove the item at the end. Okay, like how we do append at the inserting item at the end. So it removes the item at the end of it. Okay, so what is the item that is at the end? Mango. So that means that should be removed. Let us see that one now. You can just see it here. The mango is no more available. Right now, let us try a pop 2. That pop 2 means that the particular index position, whatever the item is available. So what is the index position? Let's put that one pop 2, right? Let me copy that and see. Okay, now I'm just taking pop 2. Okay, so now what is the item that is available? 0, 1, 2. Okay, that means the grape should be removed. Okay, so let us see whether it is got removed or not. Right, the grape is removed now, right? And then we discussed that I can also insert multiple items at the end of it. Okay, so now there are three items are there. I just want to insert at the end of it now. Okay, so now what I'll do at the end, x extend is nothing but you are at the end, you are adding. Append is only one item at the end. Extend is multiple items. So please remember all these keywords, and these are all the typical interview questions. It will be asked. So you'll be realizing it. Okay, which one to use at what context. Okay. So I'm just now running it here. You can see apple, orange, apple is already available. Now I have 1, 2, 3 got added towards the end. Hope you are able to follow all these things, right? Now what I try to do is delete x of 3. So even pop we have done. Pop 2 means that index position something will be removed. The same thing, instead of that I can use x of 3. Sorry, x of 2, if I give it also it will go. Okay, so let me try now. Maybe let's try with the same example. Now I'm just saying delete x of 3. So you know value x1, 0, 1, 2, 3. That means 1 should be removing it. Let's see the output. 1 got removed, 2, 3 you are getting it here. Right? Now, suppose I want to have the range of values also, I can delete it. Okay. So now what I'm just doing it here. 2 is the 2 index position, that is which is 0, 1, 2. That means apple. Right? 2 is available. And then colon 4 you are giving it here. That means the fourth one item is excluded, but up to that we will be considering it. So the 2 is nothing but apple, that means that is deleted, and then uh, after that you will be having 3, and the fourth item will not be considered. That means apple and 2, these two will be removed. Let's see. You can just see it here, right? Apple and 2 are removed, and then 3 is available. Is it clear? Okay. And if you have doubt, again, I suggest you to rerun it again. Replay this video till you thoroughly understand. Because if you understand this, again, I'm repeating the subsequent topics related to set and tuple will be easier for you. Okay. Suppose now that I want to remove all the items now. Okay, in this one. So then for that, what I'm just doing it here, print x dot clear method. I'm just following it here. Okay, clear when I'm just seeing it here, all the items in the variable x will be cleared now, and there is nothing. That's why it is showing none. I hope you are able to follow till now. Okay, next. Now let's still it is not over. Now till now whatever we have seen is about the slicing part we have seen, and also we looked at how to insert, update, and remove the items. Okay. Now we'll look at the ordering part. Okay. Sorting part mainly we'll be looking at it here. Okay. Here we have already seen the print x double colon minus one means it will be put everything in the reverse order, right? Whatever is there in the variable. Okay. And you can alternatively also you can use x dot reverse. You can use it also. Instead of this, you can also use x dot reverse. Okay, let me put a pointer again. Okay, x dot reverse. This also both are on and the same only. You will get the same output. Okay, and then ascending order. Okay, so x dot sort. If I give it here, it will put it everything in the ascending order. You can just see it here. Now the ascending order, yeah, apple, apple, then banana and orange. You will see that. Right? And if you want to put a descending order, when it is sort, it by default it is ascending. But if you just say reverse equal to true means it will put it in the descending order. That's what you need to remember. Okay, inside the sort, reverse equal to true. Okay, reverse equal to false. If you write it explicitly, also fine. Or if you don't mention anything, also it is understood that it is ascending order. Okay, nowadays since you are putting equal to true, then it is descending order. Okay, so you can just see it in orange, banana, apple, apple. Okay, then ascending order, there is something called ascending order sorted. Ascending order sorted, what it means is that it retains the original order in which it is available. Okay, so the original order is not disturbed. That's why apple, apple, banana, and orange will be seeing it here. Okay, similarly, descending order, again sorted x equal reverse true means it is still maintained because you see it here, you are declaring a variable as y, and then sorted x means that sorted value you are just keeping it here. Here the variable you are just again declaring y, and then sorted x and reverse true you are just keeping it here. That means your original order not no way it is getting disturbed. Okay, so this one. Let's quickly try all these things now. Okay, so now let's remove everything and let me try this again. Let me copy. Okay, so sorry, not this. I need to copy this. Okay, and now we already seen now, right? And we will just try it again. So when I say print, you can see it here. It will be putting everything in the reverse order. That means apple, banana, orange, apple. That's what the order you are getting it here. It's only in the reverse order. And the same reverse, I can do it with. I can do with this also. X dot reverse. Again, apple, banana, orange, apple. Again, I just want to tell you one more thing here. You just see it here. I just gave x dot reverse print. So you are getting the below value, right? Apple, banana, orange, and apple. Now I'm just giving again print this one. Let's see what is happening. It is putting again apple, orange, banana, apple, apple, orange, banana, apple. So this X value, whatever is available, it got already changed. On the changed one, again you are doing the reverse. That means you are getting back again this. Okay. So that is the difference between sorted and the default one. Okay. So you need to always remember that. That's why the purposefully I just given it here. Because once it is reversed, the items, the variable, whatever the items are there, it's already in reversed condition. The original order is not got disturbed actually. Okay. Now let me take the next one. Sort. Okay. So now x dot sort by default it will be ascending order. So now you can see the output apple, apple, banana, orange, right? So now if I just put reverse true means it will put it in the reverse order. Okay. So now you can just see it here. All right. So you can put it is in the reverse order orange, banana, apple, apple. Okay. So now let's take the now what I'm just doing it here. I'm just declaring a variable called y. Okay. And in that, I'm just putting the sorted x of the value. That means what? In the y value, I just taking the sorted x. That means my x value still remain in the same order only. Okay, I'll show you what it means actually. So now I'm just taking x. Then, sorry, y. Y is the sorted x, and then print y. Okay. So what should be the y value? It will be apple, apple, banana, orange. But can anyone tell me what will happen if I say print X? It will be same order, right? Apple, orange, banana, apple. Right. Because you have not disturbed the original variable. Right. Only the Y only is the sorted one you are having it. Okay. So now I understood why we are using this. Right. Okay. The same way you can do it for Y sorted and reverse true. You are just putting it here reverse true. Then you are printing it here. As you can see. Okay. Now you are putting reverse true means it is in descending order. Then descending order means orange, banana, apple, apple. Okay. I hope you are able to follow up to this. Okay. And again, the list has some more operations can be done. Okay. So now there is one more thing. I'm just giving it to you for your own learning so that you can also have the curiosity to make use of ChatGPT and also learn more things. Okay. So here is a simple example I just gave it. The ChatGPT explain print a dot copy in Python with an example I just give it here. Okay. So what it means, what it will perform. Okay. I just request you all to explore it and then you can learn by yourself. Okay. Okay, right. So now let's go to the next one. Let's I hope till now whatever you learned, you are clear, right, about the list. Okay. Now quickly understand what is tuple in Python. Okay. Again, here if you look at it here, let me again open the pointer. So you can see it here, a tuple can have different data types like string, number, etc. Even it can have a tuple inside that, or a list also inside that, or even a nested list or tuple itself, whatever we have seen in the case of list. Okay, that means it can have similar, whatever is a list can have, the same thing a tuple also can have. That's what it means, right? And how do you identify a tuple? A tuple is identified with a bracket. Like list is identified with the square bracket. Now the tuple is identified with the round bracket. Okay. Of course, with this only the even the Python also understand what the data type it is. Okay. And then we have seen the same example whatever we have done earlier with list. I'm just repeating with the tuple as well. Okay. So just simply copy this and then we will just find the answer to it. Okay. So I'm just quickly doing that so that you will have a basic idea about it. There is nothing new. We'll be learning it here. It is same as what we've done earlier. Okay. So whether you are using a list or tuple remains one and the same. For example, X I just gave 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. And Y I'm just giving it here. You can just see it here. I have ABC as one of the list included into that. And you can Z, you can see it here. It is 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. I have created a list here and ABC, and that list itself is having inside that there is a tuple. You can see it is a round bracket, right? That is nothing but a tuple. So inside that I have it here. And then again this entire thing is the tuple. So now I'm just printing x what will happen, the entire thing will be printed as it is. Now if I say y of x, y is this one, y of 6, 6 is what? 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is ABC will come. That should be the output, right? So then the 6 of 1 means in that 6, the first index position 1. So what will be getting? B you will be getting it here. Right? Similarly, Z parameter 6, you know. What is the sixth item? This entire thing will be 6. Is it not? Okay. And inside that, I just have the third item. What is the third item here? 0, 1, 2. Third is again PQR will be coming here. Then inside that, the 0, I mean, the first index question. That is nothing but Q will be there. Right? You can just quickly run and see, you'll be getting the answer now. Okay, I have an extra bracket here. Let me remove that. Right? You are now just giving the answer as it is. Right? Here you go, we have got P. Here we have got PQR. Here you are getting Q. That's what you are getting here. Right? I hope you are able to follow now. Okay. So now let's quickly go to the next one. Again, like a list, there are few key characteristics of tuple. Please pay attention here. Definitely you will know the differences. Here also you can notice that allows duplicates. That means elements can be repeated. So it gives duplicate values to be stored. Okay. And indexed access, that means elements are accessed using integers index start. That means what is the first item, second item. In fact, that's what we have just now done it also, right? X of the x position of 6, x position of 3, like that we have seen that. So we'll be able to do that also. Ordered also, that means the element to maintain their order can be accessed by index then. Then what is the key difference here? Immutable. Okay, in case of list it is mutable. Okay, again I'm just repeating it here. The list it is mutable, but in tuple it is immutable. That means once it is created you cannot change anything. That means cannot change anything means what? You cannot perform update operations. Are you getting it here? Right? And like in list you have done, I mean update also we have done that one, right? And you cannot insert any record, you cannot add anything. Okay, that is the fixed size is fixed once the tuple is created. That means you cannot insert into that, and you cannot delete or remove anything into that. That means all these operations cannot be performed. Okay, so that is what the meaning of that. Okay, so now if you see it here, this one, there is no major change in compared to list and this. You'll be getting the same answer as what you have done. You can only thing you will see that here, instead of square bracket, you are just only having a round bracket. to represent that that is a tuple. And then you will see that one, all the results. Let's quickly try it. So now what I'll do is I'll remove this. I just x equal to this one. I'm just giving it here. Okay, let me try one by one. And let's say print x. So you can that means the entire thing will be getting printed. All right. Now let us say print length x. All that you need to know is that how to. I mean, you need to remember the syntaxes. So the print length, how many number of items are available. You are seeing it here, 8. Okay, you are getting that same result. And what is the type? Obviously, it is a tuple. It should show as tuple now. Right? I'm just giving it as type. You can just see it here now. Tuple class, tuple, you'll see it here, right? And then now I want to know what is the index position of orange. So what is the index position of orange? I'm just copying and pasting it here. So orange it is here 0 1. That is it should be index position should be 1, right? And then what is the index position of apple? So when there are duplicate values are available, then first item's index position will be shown. So now it should show 0 as the value, right? You can see it here, right? And finally, you want to see how many apples are available. So how many are there? 2 are there. That means output should return 2. You will not find any difference between the tuple and list as far as this part of the exercise is concerned, right? It is was giving the same result as tuple, sorry, list. Now, let's go to the second one, the slicing part, right? We have learned about the slicing, right? So whatever we learned in slicing, in list, it is the same operations because here it is you can index the items, so you can just go through that each and every item as well. So that's where all these operations can be performed in tuple as well. So I'm just the same value. Only thing is the square bracket I changed it to round bracket. Hope you can easily find that, right? And you will find that result is same as what you have seen with the list. Okay. So now let me quickly copy that and then demonstrate it to you. Right? I copied it here. Now again to save the time, I'm just doing everything all together. Okay, to explain you, or let me do one by one itself. It will be easy. It will save some time. I mean, it will be more clarity will be there for you. So 5, the fifth index position, whatever the item is available, it is nothing but 35 is available in fifth index position. It is printing. Okay, so it is a 0 to 4. So the 0 to 4 item will be displayed. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means fourth item will not come. That means only apple to apple will be printed, right? And then 4 comma 8 means all the items after the starting with the index position 4. Index position 4 you have 10. So from 10 onwards, whatever is available, it will print, right? Even if 13 also, you'll be getting this. In 13 also, you'll be getting the same result. Okay, there will not be any difference much. And let me take the next example. Okay, so now let me take print of -3. So -3, what is the item? 0, -1, -2, -3. That is 35. So we'll see 35, right? So now the same thing will be repeating it here also. So my 2 minus 2. 2 is 0, 1, 2. That means banana is there. Minus 2 is 60. This is minus 2. This is not be considered. It means from here, banana to this one should be printed. Let's see. You see banana, apple, 10, 15, 35 is printed. Right? Okay. Now we also see the initial start value is not mentioned, but only the end value is mentioned. Then you can, even if it is not mentioned, it will be treated as from 0 onwards. Okay. So that means end value is 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 35. It does not come. It means up to 10, you will be getting all of this. Right? That's what you have seen it here. Right? And then here, the start end value is not given. Okay. Then what will be the output? We'll see. That means from 5 onwards, whatever is available. That means the 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means from here onwards. That means 35, 20, 5, 60 will be printed. That's what you can see here. Alright. So we have seen even the sorting reversal also. You can just see it here. Okay, just let me show that. Right, all items will be shown in reverse order. Okay. So now if you look at it, I mean both list and tuple, till now whatever we have done, both are one and the same. So you will not find any major difference. Okay. Now the next one is the like key thing where the differences are happening. Okay. So let's quickly understand that now. So now what we are doing, we one of the key characteristics of a tuple we have seen it is immutable, right? You need to remember that very clear. When you say immutable, that means it cannot be changed. When it cannot be changed means I cannot modify an item. For example, orange is there, I cannot change it to grape, right? And I cannot add anything to it also. That means I cannot do insert or I cannot do an append, I cannot do extend. All these operations I cannot perform, right? That means again, since I cannot, it is immutable, I cannot even remove anything. So for example, I cannot remove banana or orange from this list. So that means none of these operations will come. Even removing all the items also will not be possible, right? So that means the tuple is such a powerful one that where you just want to have a list of items, but it should not be editable. That is immutable. Then you need to choose tuple. Okay. I hope you got the thing where you need to use tuple. Okay. So now let's quickly run it and see whether the same thing, whatever I would have done it with the list, whether it is working or not. Okay. So let me take the same example. Just copying it here. Now you can see it here. I'm just trying to do append. Okay, you try to run it, it will throw you an error. Has no attribute append. Okay, that means it is not supporting. And I'm trying to do insert, illustrations. When I'm doing insert here, you see what is the error. It is saying it has no attribute insert. Okay, let me try whether I can do update or not. Okay, so now what I'll do, x equal to 2, that means the second position item, that is banana, whether I can update it to grape. Let me try. Right here does not support item assignment. That means you cannot assign a particular thing to that particular question. Okay. Now remove. Let me try to do removal. Run. You'll see no attribute remove. And pop. You can see it here. That's also not supported, right? Pop is not supported. Then pop at a particular index position. Okay, pop without any value, it is the last item will be removed, right? And here I'm just trying to do whether it can do it the index position also to remove. You can see there is no pop possible. And then whether I can clear it or not. I mean, don't get confused. The moment immutable, you can blindly think that there is no insert is possible, update is possible, and remove or delete is not possible. So then it is very clear. Okay, this is all immutable. That is the key word. If you know that key property, then you know that all these things will not work. Okay, is it clear? So now let's quickly go to the next one. So let's look at the order part of it. Since it is indexable, you can do the reverse order. Okay, we will be able to do, but you will not be able to do the sorting. Okay, and we will see why it is not supported. What is the reason for it also? Okay, because even the order, the reverse order, you will be able to perform. Let's see. Okay, the same items available. Let us try this things. So this we have already seen. So it is whether it is putting into reverse order or not. Tuple, it can do that. Okay. Again, I'm just doing it here. You can just see it here. It will be putting it apple, banana, orange, apple. So it is doing the reversal part of it. And we also know the alternative way of doing reversal is you can also make use of x dot reverse. Okay. So you can do the reverse part of it. Okay. So here, if you look at it here, so this operation you cannot do. Okay. In tuple, if you see it here, x dot reverse, this is not working actually. Okay, in tuple. So actually, I wrongly mentioned it here. So this particular operation is not supported. Okay, so I just simply put let me mark it as not supported. Okay, then now x dot sort. Let us see whether it is supported or not. See here also you can see tuple object has no attribute sort, so that's why it is not supported here. Okay, then when your ascending is not possible, then descending also not possible, right? So anyway, we'll try that. Reverse equal to true means it is in descending order. So let us try because it looks for this method sort is not supported, so it is not showing that. Okay, and let's try this y equal to sorted x whether it is doing or not. Okay, so y I'm just giving sorted x. Sorted x is whatever the value is available, you sort it and then put it in another variable. Apple, banana, orange. Okay, so it is changing the order. But here the key thing you need to understand here is okay, when you say sort, because you know that in tuple it doesn't even allow sorting also. Only it was doing the reversing part, but sorting, ascending or descending, it will not allow you to do. Okay, because it is immutable and it cannot be sorted in the particular order. Okay, it is not ordered. Okay, again let's go back to the slide where the key properties of tuple. You can see it here. Immutable elements cannot be changed once the tuple is created, and fixes the size is fixed once upon tuple is created. Ordered. The elements maintain their order and can be accessed by index. That's what it is saying. That's kept it in the same order. but it's only not ascending or descending order, but it is only in the order. I mean, reverse order. You can just look into that, and then the actual order. But it cannot be done. Sorting it cannot be done. Okay. So this is one of the properties you need to remember. Okay. So now let's quickly go through the. Okay. So till now, whatever we covered is about the tuple part of it. I think it's now clear, right? So I mean, the best way to remember is that you keep repeating, take the same example and then keep repeating it with a different, I mean, with tuple or by changing this. You try the same thing with the square brackets, try the same thing with the, I mean, say, round bracket, so that you know whether it is supported in list or not. You will have better clarity because more the time you do, and you will be that you will be able to remember it better, and with a very conceptually you will be able to know that. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the third item. I mean, the third collection object, nothing but set in Python. Okay. So the set is typically identified with the flower bracket. Okay, that's what you need to know about it. Okay, and here the set you can only have string and the number data types, but in the set you cannot include a list or tuple, whatever we have seen in the earlier examples. Okay, so it can only support string or number only. Okay, that is very important one. Okay. And let's try the same example why it is not supporting, whether it is giving any error or not. We can just see it here now. Okay, let's take an example and then see it here. I'm just trying to copy everything and then see how does it work. For example, first one is X. I'm just having only the number and string. So that means let's see whether first one is printing. And in the second case, Y, you will see there is a list is included. And in the third case, Z, you will find a list and a tuple also included. Okay, so let us see which one is working and which are things showing error. You can just see it here, unhashable type list. Okay, because here you are having a list, that's why it is not allowing you to do. So let me remove this. That means even this one also should not support. So that part you can see, still you will find the same error. So that means the only string and the number, if it is available, it is working, right? So this is what the conceptually you need to find the difference between that. Set only allows string or number. The rest of the types it is not included. So that is the basic thing you need to remember. Okay. And then key characteristics of set now. Okay. This is also very important for you to remember. Set doesn't allow any duplicates. Okay. That means it should be unique. Every item should be unique. In the sense, even if we have a unique values entered, but the output will show only the unique value only. But whereas in the earlier example, list and tuple you are seeing, apple was available two times, but still it was when giving the results also it is showing two times. But whereas here you will not find that. Are you getting it here? Okay. So that no duplicates. So even though the value can go, but the output result will not show you the duplicate values. Okay. And then the next one is unindexed. You can see a very interesting one. Unindexed. That means it cannot be accessed via index. That means you cannot say what is the item in third index position or fourth index position or between 4 and 10. So like that you will not be able to index it, right? That means by now you are very clear. All the index operations, whatever you have, slicing operations, whatever you have done, you will not be able to perform. Are you getting it here? That is very clear now, right? And unordered, that means the set is not an ordered item. Okay, so that means every time you run a set, it will give values in the random order. Okay, and this is one of the properties very much useful for generating random numbers also. Okay, so that is where you can find it application. Okay, And mutable, again it says, you remember that a list is mutable, but tuple was not mutable. But whereas in set is mutable. That means you can add an item or you can remove the item, but even the entire set itself is immutable. They can change that one. Okay. And the next, a dynamic size. That means it can grow and shrink also. That means you can add and reduce it. But whereas these two are totally, it is again available for list. It is the properties of the list. But whereas this is not supported for the tuple, right? You have seen that, right? Okay. So now you can see it here. I've given an example here. 1, 2, 3, XY. Again, I'm just one, I'm giving it here 2. But when you are printing it here, though the one is available 2 times, you will find it only once. It means that, or even also Y also 2 times if it is available, but it will print Y output as only 1 time. So 1, 2, 3, Y, X. Okay. And also you can just see it here, and it will be showing only the unique values, and also it will not be always the same order. It will print 1, 2, 3, X, Y, X, it will come, or the random order it will come. So we'll just see with an example. Okay. So let me take the same example here. I'm just copying that. Okay. I just put 1, 2, 3, X, Y, 1, Y. That means it has duplicate values, but while entering, you can have duplicate values. But when the result, if you can see it here, 1, 2, 3, and Y, X. See, it is not even showing X, Y. The order is getting changed. So now let's again one more time, let me try. Now you can see it here, 1, 2, 3, Y, X. It is coming. Okay, let's keep trying that. You can see it here now, Y 1, 2, 3, X it is coming. So that means the output is unpredictable. So it will be keep on changing the order in which it has to be done. Okay. So it will be, so you are not sure about what can be the output it will come. So this particular property is very much used in different application requirement. Okay. So that's why the set finds its place in certain areas. Okay. Okay, you have understood, right? It is not the unique values only, it will be always showing, and also it will be showing in the random order. So those two are the things you need to remember. Okay. So now let's quickly go through the remaining part. So here, if you see it here, I'm just taking the same example here, even though that apple is again two times, but it will show only once only as a unique value. Okay, and also though I'm just showing on the screen here this particular order, since you know the set is not always unique, you will not get the result in the same order. Every time it will be keep changing it. Okay, keep remembering that. And again, though you will find 8 items are available here, but it is showing as 7 because there is only unique items it will take. So that means the unique items are 7 only. Okay. And since it cannot be, it is not indexable, so you cannot find out what is the index position of orange because it is a random order, time to time it keeps changing. So you cannot specify what is the index position of that apple. So you cannot also cannot count also because even though it show that there are two are available, but internet takes only one unique item only, it is considering it here. So that means it does no mean there is no meaning in doing the counting because it will always give you one only, right? So that is the only part. Okay. So now just quickly do this. Okay. So now let's do all these operations. One by one we'll do. Since up to this it is working, so we'll try this. So I'm just now saying print X I'm just giving it so that it will not show the duplicate values. You can just see the duplicate values are not available. And also it is showing the value in a random order. So you will not find the same thing as what I'm showing it on the slide. Okay. And you can see it here, though even though there are 8 items available here, but it always takes the unique items only. So that's why instead of 8, it is showing it as 7. And you know, based on the flower bracket, it is identifying that it is set. That's clear? Very simple, right? And again, now you know set is not indexed. So that means all the operations related to indexing will not work. That is the common sense you need to now think about it. Okay, now I'm just finding it here. It shows that it is not a attribute in index. For get, I mean set object has no attribute index. Very straightforward. And then let's try to do the count part of it also. You can see it here, the count also not working here. Okay. So again, understand the basic thing. What is the basic thing? It is doesn't allow duplicates, and it always says on the unique, and it is always in the random order. Since it is in a random order, it is not indexable. That means all the index based operations you will not be able to do. Okay. So let's quickly get into this now. The next part of it. And since you know that it cannot be indexed, all these operations cannot be performed also. Okay. Understanding that in set this all these things cannot be done. Okay, that's what you need to remember very well. Okay, but you remember that all these things are possible with both list and tuple, but in set these things are not possible. That means the slicing of data you cannot do that. Okay, so just quickly let's do a couple of them and you will just have an idea. For example, I'm just trying to do printing of x. I'm just seeing it here, you will find an error. Set object is not subscriptable, right? That's what it is saying. I take randomly other one, I'm just copying this and then run it here. You'll find the same error, right? Even see that the last one, what we have seen that the reversal order also, right? Let's see whether that is working or not. Even the reversal also not working on it because since you are not having a index position for each of the element attached to it because it's always on the random order. So you cannot even put it in the reverse order also, right? So you will not find anything. That means if this is not possible, then whether the rest of things are possible? Because since it is not an index position, it is not available. I will not be able to do at the end this one because it is keep on changing randomly, right? So will I be able to do that one? So I will not be able to do. Anyway, let's try. What are the things you can do? Okay. So here, okay, we'll try the some of the things, then we will understand the concepts here. So I'm just having it here now, this value, and let me try to add, inserting the item at the end. When I'm saying add, dot, add, mango, I'm just doing it here, run. It is added, mango is getting added here. Okay. But you cannot use append. Okay, we know that earlier we learned append. So append is not supported for set. Because why it is not supported? You know, append is always adding at the end. Okay, but because in a set you cannot specify a particular position, so it is only adding. You are just adding to that. That's all you can do. Append means only at the end it will add. So that's not supported because there is no guarantee. Because if I run it again, it may show me in a different order. The mango will be in a, see, the mango is here. Are you adding at the end? No. So that is why that append is not supported. Okay, this is again one more very interesting interview question for you. Okay, and then update. Okay, so update you can just see it here whether I'll be able to do. Let me say update. Update if you see it here. Okay, where is that? Sorry. Kiwi and papaya, I'm just giving it here. That means what? The where it is updating it, update kiwi, papaya, when I'm just giving it here. Okay, the entire it is adding these two. Suppose there's no items are available, it adds to these two also by default. Okay, it is not updating a particular item in this set. Okay, in the set there are four items are there. I'm just putting two more items which is not here, that is not adding it here. Okay, so that is what the meaning of that. Suppose let me try to do. Okay, let me change this one settings. Okay, next step. Suppose inserting at a particular index position, right? When in the moment you say index, index is not supported in set. So obviously that operation is not supported. That's why that insert at a particular position is not supported here. So let me now select it here. You will see that at the particular index position of 4 has no attribute, insert is not possible. Okay. And then suppose if we want to do x of 2 equal to grape, if we want to put it, right? This one, if you want to do that, because it is exactly nothing but you are looking for the index, but the index is not supported, so obviously this will also not be supported. And then removing that particular item, because when you look at a particular item, you are looking at the name of the item only, right? When you look at the name of the particular item, orange is available, so it should be able to remove. So I'm just removing it here. But what you cannot do it here is removing an item at a particular index position. If you want to do, you cannot do. Definitely, you cannot do that one, right? Okay. And so that similarly, pop also, if you see it here, I'm just going to remove it. But what happens? You see it here. Very interesting one again. So now here, I'm just say put pop. Pop, you know that the item which is at the end, it has to remove. But you do not know whether the end item will be apple. Today, now it may be apple, later it can be orange because it is not a, it is always in the random order, but still it is supports. You can just see it here. Now orange and apple are available. So you do not know which one got deleted. I mean the banana got deleted. It is not a last item. Okay, but it does it because in the random order it is in that particular order. Okay. So now let's look at the other one. Again, pop 2 when you are saying since it is in index position it is talking about it, definitely it will not work. So it should throw me error. Once you know it is not indexable, then all the things which is dealing with index will not work. Okay. And then clearing all the items I should be able to do. You remember in tuple we cannot clear any of them, but here I'll be able to clear it. So let us try whether I'll be able to clear all the items. Maybe it should return me done. Right? That means there is nothing is there now. Are you getting it here? Okay. Now let's quickly go to the next. Now the reverse we have seen it is supporting actually. All right. Okay, the reversal of order it is supporting, but you cannot guarantee that because it is not in the same order every time. Sorry, it is not supporting. Sorry, we have already seen that here. It is not supporting. Okay, because since there is no each item is not having a definite index position, you cannot do that. Similarly, reversal also you cannot do that. Let me And you can see it here, sort also you can't do it here, right? Because you are not having it in a particular order. And even ascending and descending also cannot be done. But you can do sorted eggs and sorted, this one you can just do that one because you are not disturbing the original order in which it was there. Okay, so that is the only thing you'll be able to do. Okay, so if you really want to sort it, then this is the method you can follow. Okay, I mean y equal to, you declare one more variable and then in that you can use the sorted operation. We can do that. Okay, so let's quickly try these things now. So let's quickly try with this. So let me take a print of this. So it is not supported, right? We have seen that. That means the reverse also will not work. Okay, let's quickly put and see. You see it here, the reverse is not working. Okay, and then next you can let's see sort whether it is working or not. Okay, right. So that is where I strongly recommend you to remember the key characteristics of list, tuple, and set, and then all these exercises you can easily handle that. Okay, no matter whatever the order, whatever the complexity of questions, you'll be able to solve it. Okay, here again the sort is not possible, but the only option is the sorted x. You can just look at it. Now the sorted x of this one, I'm just taking it here, I'm just putting it in y value, then I should be able to do. You can see it here, apple, banana, and orange. It is sorted of x. Okay, and then the reverse also true. I can just do that. You can see descending also it will give it to you. Orange, banana, apple. Okay. Okay. So now what is the next one? Let's go to slideshow. So few more interesting things we can do. Okay. I mean, you have two sets of list. Okay. For example, I have a list called X and there is one more list called Y. Okay. How do I add them? Okay. X plus Y I need to perform. And then I want to know what is the uh, I mean the summary of that. Okay. Similarly, the difference also I can do. Okay. So how do I do the difference of that? So let me do with the set also. Okay. So we'll see that part. And then there is something called symmetric difference. Okay. So what is the symmetric difference means? Okay. So now let's say symmetric difference. That means so whatever it is, I mean, when for example you see it here, you'll be able to understand. When it says symmetric difference, whatever is not there in the next one, that will, I mean, already available, it will not print, and the remaining it will print. So you can just see it here. One, two, three. I mean, one, two, three, four, and 5 is already available here and 5 is also available here, so this will not print it. Okay, the common ones will not get printed, and then you will see 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, all things are printed here. Okay, suppose union means it is just only the combination of both the things, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you are just combining all of them, right? That's why you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and 6, 7, 8, 9. So all the items will come into picture. Even the unique value, the 5 is existing in both the places, but it will be shown only once only. You can see. So intersection is what? What is the common between x, y, x and y? So what is common intersection? I mean, the 5 and 5 are available. So that's why that 5 is the resulting bit here. Okay. And here that example is purposefully given with a different one. Okay, what I'm just doing it here, x plus y, I'm just straight away I'm just going to print this one. Okay, but here x is a list, y is a list. Okay, I can convert this into set. Okay, so I can just set of x. That is where the type conversion I'm just doing it set of x. I'm just changing it to x. I'm just changing it to set, and then similarly y also I'm just changing it to set, and then I'm just trying to find the list. Okay, what is the final result of a? Okay, I'm just getting this here. I'm just find the result here. Okay, and the final result I'm just again getting it in list format only. Notice that here. Okay, result I'll get it in list. Symmetric, as I said, whatever is common that will be ignored, and then the remaining will be shown to here. Okay, so what I'm doing again, I can use that list value, I convert into set, and then I can just do that one. Similarly, this y also I just convert into set and just doing it here. Okay, and union means in both the things, whatever common things are available, you are just taking it here. Okay, and intersection, as I mentioned, it is what in the both the things, what is common one. I mean, the common items that only will come here. Okay, union, it is not common. Whatever, I mean, the unique items from both the things will be finding it. Okay, so now let's quickly try with an example. You will see that. Now I'm just declaring x equal to 1 2 3 4. I mean 1 3 5 7 9. All odd numbers I'm just giving it here. Y I'm just giving all even numbers, and also I just given an extra value of 5. I'm just giving it here. Okay. Now let's try. Okay. So now let me try simple one is the result x equal to x plus y. I'm just interested, and then I just want to print it here. Okay. So now let's say what is the result now? 1 3 5 7 9 2 4 6 8 5. You can see it here as it is the first set of value, and then second set of value, you will be getting it here. Okay, right? And the next, let me take the difference I just want to do. Okay, so what I'll do is x, I just put minus here, and simply I just run it here now. Here, unsupported operand type hyphen list and list, you cannot do difference. Okay, so that is what it is meaning by that. That means what I need to do, I need to convert into, because x is a list and y is a list. So list and list I cannot subtract it here. Then what I, so then I'll be doing, I'll convert into set. That means that x is a list, that is a type conversion, I'm just changing it to set. And then again I just convert this one to set. Okay. So now what happened? The set I can just do that difference. So now you can just see it here now. When is the difference is what? You are just only trying to find out. I mean, x value is available. In y value, are you finding anything common? Nothing is there. So whatever the common one, I'm just subtracting it here. So 5 is the common one, I subtracted it here. And the remaining things you will not find that here. Okay. Again, I'm repeating it here. It's x here 1 3 5 7 9. Why you have this one? So when you find a difference, what is the difference? You are just looking at it. Okay, whether anything common is there, that you are going to remove it in the y. I mean, whatever the values x are there, whether you are able to find and then remove it here. Okay, so now x one is there, but here y one is there, nothing is there. Okay, so that means x value remains 1. 3, there is nothing is there here. 5, 5 is here, so I'm just removing 5 here. Okay, and then 7 is there, but 7 is not here. And 9 is here, but 9 is not here. That means my output will be 1 3 7 9 only. Okay, But you see it here, because I'm using set and set, my output will be very in different order. Suppose my result I just want it to be in list, I can also just give result equal to list A. For example, I can just keep it as A instead of result. I can just keep it as A, okay, and then the final result I just want to convert into a list and then show it. Okay, so what I'll do is it is a list of A, because A is a list, it is returning. I'm just listing it now. Okay, so now it will be in the order format. Okay, so I mean, suppose I want to get it as a list, I will be able to get. Okay, then now let's look at the symmetric difference. What is the symmetric difference? So let's take that one. So I'm just converting again using set A equal to set X, and the the upper arrow, whatever I'm just using it here, that will be, well, nothing but symmetric difference where you are finding it. Earlier you have find only difference, now it is a symmetric difference you are just looking at. Then let's see what is the result of this, then you will have an idea about it. Okay, okay, so let's first learn that. Please note that instead of minus, I just put in upper arrow. Okay, so here if you see it here, I have, I mean, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, all will be available. Okay, and what is common that will not be available, then 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 also available, but everything is in order it is shown. That's all. There's no difference. Are you getting it here? That 5 is not available. That's all. That is, it is exactly of the intersection, whatever you are taking it, and the opposite of the intersection. Okay. So again, intersection, what will do? The common thing between these two. The common thing, what is the thing between these two? 5. So that's what it will be giving it here. So let's say, anyway, before that, let's do the union part. Okay. To do the union, you keep the same thing, just you use a pipe. So that is nothing but your union. Okay. Now you run it. You will find all the values, all the unique values, typically for both from X and Y. So you'll find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll find all the unique values. Even though 5 is existing 2 times, it is showing only once. That is unique. Okay. So intersection now it is clear, right? Intersection is what is the common between these two. What is the common one? 5. You should be getting. So what is the symbol? Symbol for intersection? It is and, right? That is nothing but and operator. So we use it here. Union is nothing but or operator, right? We are doing that. Are you getting it here? So you can try the same thing with by using set here. Okay, instead of list here, you change it to set or tuple, and then you can run the whole result. Then you will find, and you can try different combinations of that. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the next item. The last one is nothing but the range. We will just go through what is a range. Okay. I mean, please note that a range is not a data type. Okay. It only facilitate you how to generate a set of values. For example, I just want to have 10 values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to generate it, or 0 to 9 I want to generate it. Instead of typing it as 0, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing, I can just put it as very simple form and just specify the range 0 to 9. That's all. That means it is understandable. Okay, so that's what I'm just doing it here. Okay, the first sample, the first one you can see it here. So when x equal to list, now it is nothing but the typecast. You are just changing it to list conversion. Okay, the range of 10 you are just giving it here. Okay, so when it's a range of 10, okay, and it is the output, you are getting it as a list part. That's why it is showing the list here. Okay, and you are not giving any other value here. For just only range of 10 you are giving it. That means it is understanding that your initial value always starting with 0. Okay, that's why it start with 0 number, and then the end value is that means 10 is given, so that is the stop value. The stop value you all know that it will not be included, it is always excluded. That means 10 will not be included. Okay, that is the meaning of that. You can just see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the 10 value is not coming here. You can see that. Okay, that's why I'm saying in Python, you with blindly you can follow that, and whatever the number is specified, that will not be considered. Okay, so you can go in that. Now, and ideally, we may expect a range will be having a start value and end value. Okay, the start value, for example, you want to start from 0 index position, you can start with 0. Okay, and up to the 10, that means the value 10 will not be included. That's what you need to always remember. So now you can see it will start with 0 and it will comes up to 9. But what if I start from 1? So I can always specify 1 year. That means my value starts instead of 0th index position, it will start from 1 value, 1, and then it will continue up to again 9, because the 10 will not be printed. Okay, included. Then again, the other option is, I suppose if I just only want to have odd numbers, or I want to have only even numbers. Okay, so then there is something called one more parameter where you will be argument will be giving it is the increment value. Okay, so that means my starting value is 1 and the ending value is 10. Of course, it is not included, and it should be in the increment of 2. I'm just giving it here. That means 1 is the starting value, the increment of 2 will be again 3, 5, 7, 9. When it comes to 10, it stops. Okay, and same thing, I can just generate it as a tuple also. Okay, so I'm just giving an example here with a tuple. That means I'm just giving 10. I can also have it in a reverse order also. Notice that my initial value is 10. I'm just giving it here, but my end value is 0. When the moment it comes to 0, you just stop it, kind of thing. And then what is that I'm just identifying? -2, I'm just giving it here. That means what happens? It is decrement, it will do the decrement. So 10, then it will be -8. Sorry, -2 means 8, then 6, 4, 2, and then it will be 0, but 0 will not be included, so you will not find it here. Okay. And then similarly, you can see it here. I am just converting that range into a set. Right, so set, I'm just giving it here range, so 2 comma 10 comma 2. Okay, I'm just giving it here. That means 2 is the starting value, 10 value is there, I'm just incrementing it by 2. So you can just see it here, 8, 2, 4, 6. So it is giving me random values. Because why it is giving random values? Because it is a set. So set will always not give the exact values, right? We all know that. So that's why you'll find it as a random value here. Okay. So this is how you can make use of range. Suppose if you want to get hundreds of values, for example, I want to have all the even numbers 1 to 50 and 100. You cannot keep on typing 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma like that. You cannot type it till 100, right? So in that case, you can just use this range, and 1 comma 100 you can give, so that when it comes 100 it will stop, and increment by 2, that's what you are giving. Not only 2, you can increment it by 3 or 5 or 10. So the multiples of the numbers whatever you are giving it here, you can specify that. Okay, I hope you are able to follow up to this. So okay, let's quickly try with this. Okay, first of all, let's understand what is the range and how does it print it first. Okay, let me start simply with x equal to, I'm just saying range 10. Okay, when I say print x, you just see what is the output, it will come first. It is only printing it as a range, because by default it is, even though you are not giving it here, it is assuming that initial value is 0. That's what it is showing it here, and then 10 you are getting it here. But you will not get any values here, because you do not know whether you are getting list or tuple or set. Okay, so now what I'm doing, you just give me the range of value as a list. So now I'm just giving the range a list. I'm just asking for it. Now if we say print, because now the X value is a list. That's why I'm just sorry. I just want to say that when here you would have not got any value because it is treated as a string only, it is shown to you. Okay. Now you can see it here, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you are getting it here. Okay. Assuming that I'm just introducing, let us do all these x's with the list. So I'm just giving 0, comma 10. Whether I specify 0 or don't specify 0, both will give me the same outcome only, right? You have seen it now. And now I'm just whether I give increment to 1 or if I don't give any increment, the output still remains same because by default it is assuming that the increment is by 1, 1, 1. Okay. Suppose now I just take the increment by 2. So that means you will be having 0, then plus 2, 4, 6, 8, you are getting it, right? Suppose now I just wanted to start from, say, let me say I want to start from 5, okay, and I just want it up to 100, okay, and I just want to increment it by 5 in terms of 5 multiplication I just want to have, okay, I'm just doing that here. You can just see it here 5, 10, 15, 25, right, like this up to 95 because 100 will not come, it will not get printed. Are you getting it here? Okay, now here comes the interesting one. Suppose I just give my starting value as minus 10. Okay, minus 10 I'm just giving it here. My ending value I'm just giving it as 10. Okay, and then I'm just giving the increment by 2. So any idea what is the output you will be getting it? Starting value is minus 10. My ending value is 10. And then I just want to increment by 2. Okay, let's see what is the result. You can see minus 10, minus 8, 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Right? So like this, whatever the way you want, you'll be able to do that. But you notice it here, whatever I've done till now, since I am just converting the typecast to list, so all are showing as list now. Okay. Now let me repeat the whole thing again with set. Okay. Set, I'm just doing it here. Before I do a set, let me take tuple itself. Okay. Take tuple and then let me just do the same exercise. Now just let me start with 10. So now you see, because I'm just converting it to a tuple, so that output also will find it within the round bracket. Are you getting it here? Okay. So whether I just do 0, comma 10, whether I'm just not specifying it also, it's one and the same, right? And again same, if I just do it 1, one increment also, that is fine. If I want to do with 2, so we will find double 0, 4, 2, 3, 6, it gives to me. Okay, so let us do the same thing with the set. What happens? Okay, so let me treat it as a set now, and let me again give start with 10. Okay, now you run it. It will not give me 1 comma, I mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has given to me now that range. Okay, but again you run it now. Okay, so here it is repeatedly giving that. So now assume that let me give it as 1 comma 10 comma 2 is the increment. I'm just giving it here. You can just see it here. 1, 3, 5, 9 set 13579. So interestingly, now all the things are coming in the same order. Okay. So now let's drive it to 10 increment. I'm just doing it. So now you can see it here. This order got changed now, right? 8246. But it is always, I mean, for example, it is 2468, it should come, but it is changing the order. So because the property of set is it is the random order, right? So that's what you need to understand why, what, how it is coming. You should not get panic. So it is because of the property, one of the key characteristics of the set is that random values. That's why you're getting the random order. Okay. Okay. I think with this we have covered the complete thing. Okay. For the this module of module 3, wherein we covered extensively about the list, tuple, and set. Of course, along with that, we also learned about range also, right? So range will help you to create your list, tuple, and set in a shorter way. Okay. So that is the only advantage you will be gaining by that range. Okay. Otherwise, please don't mistake that range is also one of the data type. Range is not a data type. It is only help you to create the list or a tuple or set. Okay, in a short form. Okay. So, as I mentioned, please go through the key characteristics again and again so that you will not have any confusion. Okay, don't worry. And when we complete the dictionary, then there is a comparison we will be making across all the four different types of collection objects in Python. And so that one particular summary sheet slide, if you go through that, it can be it's a good reference for you for any of the interview preparations, or you have to, for may ensure that your learning is very clear, so that no, you will not get confused at any point of time. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you all. And let's connect again with the next module. And until then, bye. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.